Hey Ross, open up.
Hey, you guys are here to see the gym in the fridge, right?
You got it going on.
I like the way you move it.
Come on.
I like the way you move it.
Represent.
All right, Ross, we're here to see your gym and check out your fridge. You ready? Let's go.
So, this is the gym. This is where I live a lot of the week.
Have you always been into fitness?
Yeah, I played sports when I was a kid, but honestly, it wasn't until, I gotta do more reps. It wasn't until I moved to Ohio State because I went to college there for 1 year. And a couple of my roommates were bodybuilders. So they really got me into like drinking protein shakes and lifting 4 or 5 times a week and lifting heavy. So that was the beginning. That was when I was like 18.
How did you get in shape to play a high schooler on 13 Reasons Why?
For 13 Reasons, I actually had to do the opposite. Because I play a high schooler, I can't be like too built. I usually try to keep it pretty slim. I do more of those high intensity interval training workouts to stay lean.
Who do you train with?
When I'm shooting 13, I work out with a couple of my castmates, especially like Justin Prentice and Timothy Granaderos. We all like to stay in pretty good shape. And we push each other, and we're actually living together this season, so we're pushing each other inside and outside the gym.
Are you trying to bulk up now?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, especially because I'm starting to do more action, especially with Shazam, and starting to move out of high school, I can actually start to build a little bit more, because I would say if they didn't make me wear as many sweaters on 13, I wouldn't look as much like a high schooler.
What about working out on PS I Still Love You?
On PS I Love You, there was, or it was actually the third one. We were shooting in New York, and I actually worked out really hard prior to the New York trip so that I could go to New York and just eat. It really is a balance for me because I'm such a foodie, so it's just, if I'm going to somewhere where I know is good food, I'll prep my body for that.
How do you stay in shape on the road?
Ooh, when I'm traveling, it really depends on the gym of the hotel or if there's a gym nearby. If there's not, I usually just do a lot of like body weight training in the room. So I'll do like a lot of body squats, a lot of push-ups. Even though I hate cardio, I'll sometimes go for a jog. So it really depends where I'm at. Sometimes the shooting schedule, when you're shooting 14 hours a day, it's hard to get in the gym. I'm not The Rock, so I can't work out like him.
How often do you work out?
I'd say between 3 and 5. 5 if I have nothing else better to do. 4 if I'm trying to stay in pretty good shape. 3 if I'm lazy.
What's an intense workout for you?
Oh, intense workout for me is anything that's like high intensity interval training, because I don't like cardio. So I usually like the traditional 8 to 10 reps, 4 sets sort of thing, but high intensity interval training kills me.
What do you listen to when you work out?
I listen to a lot of 90s rock, like a lot of Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana. I'll listen to some Linkin Park, even that's not 90s, but some electronic music, depending on what I'm doing. Cardio is usually for deep house.
What are your fitness goals?
So my fitness goals right now, I'm trying to get more lean, so I'm doing lighter weight, higher reps, just because I've been eating more than I'd like to the last couple months. I've been on break, so yeah, I'm just trying to drop some of that fat and get more tone, and then I'll start building again, I think.
Do you do any group fitness classes?
Yeah, I'll do some spin classes sometimes. That cardio isn't as bad as running, so and also my knees are a little bit weak from playing sports younger, so I find that cycling is really good for non-impact.
Do you have any scars?
I do, but they're not really interesting stories. I had my appendix taken out. I got one on my abs and one on my belly button. That's really boring, but that's all I got.
What about tats?
Nope, been thinking about getting one, but it just adds more time in the makeup trailer, and I would prefer not to show up 30 minutes earlier than I have to cover up the tattoo.
How do you keep your mind fit?
I'm always picking up new hobbies constantly. Like, I just love to learn new things. There's kind of a rush in learning something that you know nothing about. And as an artist, they say that like you always want to reinvent yourself as an artist. So that kind of keeps the new part of the brain growing. All right, well, that's my gym, guys. You've seen all that there is to see, but I think you want to check out the fridge too. So that's this way. Hey, so this is my fridge, the outside and the inside.
What are those pieces of paper on your fridge?
So yeah, for when I was prepping for Shazam, I met with Thomas DeLauer, who's my nutritionist, and he gave me this crazy diet plan where every day there's like a non-fasting day, there's a fasting day, there's like a no-carb day.
So I see you have some supplements there.
Yeah, so the supplements are great for, especially when I'm on keto, to give me the vitamins I don't really get, or the ones I'm missing out on. And then there's a lot of them that I just take, like fish oil and glucosamine for my joints, D3 for like deep sleep. Like I take like 15 vitamins a day. It's kind of crazy.
Do you have any fridge essentials?
So because I travel a lot, there's like a few things that I put in my fridge that I need pretty much everywhere I go. The big one is the apple cider vinegar and lemon, because I do that drink every morning. It's really good for your metabolism, really good for your gut. Fruits, since I'm not training for anything in specific, like I like to have some sugar, and it's not like processed sugar, so I'll have like watermelon, blueberries, pears, all that.
What does your diet consist of?
So my diet usually consists of, honestly, just I keep it really balanced. I usually don't eat breakfast. I usually fast until about 1 or 2 p.m. But when I do eat, and I'm not on keto or intermittent fasting, like I'll have, you know, your complex carbs like potatoes and all that. I'll have some brown rice depending on if I've worked out or not. I'm a big steak guy. I like a lot of red meat. I know it's not the best for you. It's hard on your digestion, but again, I'm a foodie, so I like to do that. And then just leafy greens, just stuff that'll help with fiber and all.
Do you cook?
My signature dish, I would say, truly signature, is my mom's Malaysian curry. So it's a recipe that's passed down from generation to generation. My mom taught me about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's just like chicken and green beans and some extra secret ingredients that I can't tell you.
Damn, that's a lot of sauce.
So sauces and condiments are my guilty pleasure. Obviously, I have a lot of them, because they'll give flavor to food that's otherwise flavorless. The unfortunate part is that a lot of them have a lot of sugar, so you got to be careful. But hot sauces, like, this is the go-to, Crystal, Louisiana. Another hot sauce that I love, it's like this, there's this restaurant up in San Fran where we shoot called Soul Food in San Rafael. Best hot sauce ever. You can put on like a shoe and it tastes great.
What do you eat on a cheat day?
Cheat day is always dedicated, I shouldn't say always, mostly dedicated to ramen. That is a favorite. Pizza, pasta, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, the good stuff.
What are you gonna eat tonight?
So yeah, I just finished working out, so I'm gonna have my post-workout meal, but it's also kind of dinner time. So I'll probably make maybe a little stir fry, cook up some steak, some peppers, put in some lemon. Yeah, I'll chop some of these up.
All right, time for some rapid fire questions. 7 a.m. workout or 7 p.m. workout?
Oh God, I always do the afternoon ones. I had to choose 7 a.m.
Squat or deadlift?
Deadlift.
Favorite song on your playlist?
Money in the Grave, Drake.
CrossFit, yay or nay? Pull-ups or chin-ups?
Oh, pull-ups. No, chin-ups.
Kettlebells or dumbbells?
Kettlebells.
Run on a treadmill or the great outdoors?
Treadmill.
Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Big legs or big arms?
Arms. These legs need to fit in jeans.
Which would you rather be? Jacked, ripped, swole, or cut?
Ripped? Yeah, dude, you're ripped. That sounds right.
If you had to work out with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Mark Wahlberg. He just seems like he goes for it in the gym, and he seems like he would be a supportive gym partner. All right, well, I am done chopping the meat, but I'm not going to show you my secret recipe, so if you could kindly leave. Kindly.